serves, or clients looking to leverage our involvement or our name to enhance their own brand through disclosures on their websites and through press releases. Tax has developed a new client onboarding checklist when the relationship originates in tax, and there will be new PACE questions and PACE guidance coming out in the next release. We're working with Eli Stern, risk management, and quality service, quality leaders across the service lines on these deals. So please consult early. Now turning to the specific service line updates. For advisory, I have three quick things. Number one, PACE timeliness. Late PACE forms continue to be an ongoing challenge for the practice, with approximately 30% of forms being late and many with missing or inaccurate information to properly address deal attributes and risks. Late engagement acceptance can lead to pricing, staffing, or deal structuring issues, weak contracts, service quality challenges for delivery, and/or financial consequences. PACE should always be approved before an SOW is executed or before we start work. Number two, I encourage you all to continue to use the Quality Consult tool for formal consultations on SOWs and proposals. This helps to allocate consultations across the quality team in a leveraged manner and provides better transparency to engagement teams. Number three, the service quality tool has gone digital, so please use the tool for all engagements, not just for those that require SQAE involvement. So with that, I will pass you to Bob to take you through the tax update.
And Mandy, it's Anthony. I'm going to jump in just on one topic before we go to Bob. And I want to just amplify the point you made on client confidentiality. We had a major issue in FSO advisory this year, and this was in the June timeframe, where a team took client confidential material, embedded it into another client's work product, and this was identified. And we spent millions of dollars remediating this. We had to settle with the client, actually write a check. Our reputation took a hit. And this was, I think the best of intentions, where a team thought, well, this is a client work product. We'll use it as an accelerator on the next engagement, and we'll accelerate our progress and how fast we can produce a policies and procedure and process document. The problem was it was trademarked and copyrighted by the first client, and we didn't prepare it. And, we basically took their intellectual property, and we had to cure this by buying a one-time intellectual property usage license. But this is a massive amount of work and a huge reputational hit for us. So I do want to just tell people this isn't theoretical. We've had this issue just in June, and it was really unpleasant for everyone involved. And I just ask people to pay attention to client confidentiality. And if it is a client confidential originated document, trademarked, or copyrighted, we have to treat it like that. It is not our intellectual property, and we can't reuse it without their license. So, Bob, with that, over to you.
Okay, thanks. Good cautionary information there. Just a few updates from the tax service line. For those who are familiar with our quality and integrity program, there are some changes effective July 2nd of this year. Now, that program is related to the IRS settlement regarding our tax shelter settlement from years ago, and it simplifies the process. So it gives us essentially a shortened questionnaire and a shortened process if the engagement has fees of less than $200K and the tax benefits do not flow to individuals. In that case, you'll have a much shorter questionnaire, shorter process, so overall an improvement there. Second area to touch upon has to do with the TQR process, which is changing for fiscal 19. So this is a fairly significant change for tax service line personnel. And in short, the changes are these. All EPs will have a procedural review conducted on 2 of their engagements every 2 years. So 2 engagements every 2 years, a procedural review. Now, if you're a new PPED hired within the last year, you will have an unscored procedural review on 2 engagements after your first 6 months or so with the firm. Essentially, you should treat that basically like a preseason game. It doesn't count, but it tells you how you might perform in the regular season. So it gives it an opportunity there to sort of correct your process, procedures, and get things right for when you have a scored review, which will occur shortly thereafter. Now, there will also be qualitative reviews that are still conducted. Those will be done on a more selective basis, and they will be focusing on high-risk engagements. They'll be random, and the kinds of things that, from a quality perspective, we know them when we see them, so they will be called out, and they will essentially be reviewed on a basis that isn't necessarily discussed in advance. You will just get notice that a qualitative review is being conducted, and that will proceed. So those are the three main areas of change for TQRs. Another couple of quick points. There's a new consultation guide that was issued on July 26th of this year. You should find it in your inbox. It's from American